Um, so you mentioned a couple of times that you interned and produced for Nick Wright before you were hosting on an afternoon drive, and yeah, obviously Nick Wright is your hero. You have that there in your bio. So how was he to work with?
Man, incredible. Just to see his creative process. I mean, that's probably the one thing that I think you learn when you do something like this is like how everybody gets ready for the show or what they do is just like so drastically different. And, like there's no right or wrong way to do it. And, like I would sit there and like I could see like the wheels turning in Nick's head and like he would just have like an hour in which he wouldn't say anything. He's like type on the computer and like I just kind of knew like don't say nothing. And like eventually he'd be like, "Hey, can you look this up?" And like, "All right, cool, I'll do it." And I looked it up. But just to kind of see his creative process was a lot of fun and exciting. It's just really cool to see all the success that he's had. And I think at least for like me on a personal level, and this is like kind of a career thing, I think we kind of treat in this business like success is like making it to like the absolute highest level that you can. And for some people, that's success. Like I'm not saying that like a negative towards Nick, obviously. Like I think Nick is one of the best sports opinion people in the absolute business.
Yeah.
But like Nick's journey is different than the journey that maybe I wanted to take or other people that I'm really happy living in Kansas City. I want to live in Kansas City. And I think, at least for me, and I think a lot of other people maybe in my position, like once you kind of get out of the comparing your success to other people's success, I think when you can like, truly start to be happy in this business. And that's at least what happened for me. You kind of look and you see, Nick's doing these great things, and I'm really close with Danny Parkins. He's doing afternoons in Chicago. And then you're like, I'm still here in little old Kansas City. I'm better than this, when you kind of start to have that mindset. And, when I started to kind of be happy with that decision and that choice, and I reached like a place of peace for it, it started to make me happier for Nick's success and happier for Danny's that like I wasn't comparing myself to them. Comparison is the thief of joy. And it started to make me like more happy with what I was doing here in Kansas City. And it even gave me a greater appreciation for, moments like this, like coming on your podcast. I'm just a regular local radio host, like coming on a podcast like this are still moments that excite me and moments I still think are really cool.